欢迎大家来到2021年风尚之旅领导者训练的殿堂。首先，我们要非常恭喜第一次达成领导者训练的你们，在2020年合格了新科世界组，非常嘉许大家。那我们同时呢，也要非常恭喜已经合格我们领导者训练的伙伴们，在2020年全球局势多变化的情况下，仍然能够在逆境中带领你的团队创造佳绩。我们先给自己和在身边的朋友热情的掌声，真的很棒，大家真的太棒了，因为领导者就是在逆境下还能带领团队一起成长、一起前进的人，你们是最棒的。今天非常荣幸担任这一次领导者训练的主持人，要向所有第一次看到我的朋友自我介绍。我在高雄凤山的眷村长大，父母亲呢希望我们将来毕业之后有一个好的收入，所以当我高雄女中毕业之后，就就读台北市立师范学院数理系。毕业之后就在国小教书，我的先生在科学园区上班。我们都来自非常平凡的家庭，从小就被教育到要好好的读书，将来能够有一份稳定好的收入。所以我们呢，每一天都是兢兢业业、勤奋的上班族。在30岁担任新竹市旧社国小总务主任，32岁担任教务主任的工作。我在一次健康检查的机会呢，认识了我的引荐人陈胜福陈医师。当时我看到陈医师减了17公斤的效果，我就开始喝下我人生的第一杯巧克力奶昔。透过我们的减重计划加上均衡的饮食，减了8公斤。我非常满意这个产品跟这个计划所带给我的改变。2006年我参加 STS 之后就开始兼职，每天与人分享，在每一个月创造5到10名的新顾客。在2007年，我跟先生一起飞到香港参加我们人生第一场的风尚之旅。当时我就看见了贺宝福的事业机会，是有机会可以让我们的生活变成我们想象的样子的。对我们而言，贺宝福的事业机会就是财富、健康跟时间3个愿望可以一起在这里满足的最棒的地方。于是2007年从风尚之旅结束之后，我就辞掉了我的教职，放弃了我退休金，在这里全力发展。2009年成为公司的总裁组。这11年来，总裁组的生活带着我们有机会跟心爱的人环游全世界5大洲，体验了非常多丰富美好的经验。对我而言，让生活变成你所希望的样子，这就是成功。而我们呢，乐于分享，每天和团队在一起的生活，每一张照片都非常的精彩，不再只是一年一年的一张的毕业照。跟着公司趋势以及全球的发展，我们在2017年开始经营运动俱乐部，透过公司的理念，80%的营养加上20%的运动，推广我们在运动营养以及体重管理，让每一个人都能够透过一张传单、一个分享，认识我们的新朋友，重建他们运动和营养的习惯。我们从一个人到认识他们的家庭，从顾客到成为我们的事业伙伴。我们的每一天都是为了要让世界更健康、更快乐。我并不是天生就具备这些能力，而是透过学中做，做中学，日复一日的领导自己，做出改变而来的。你要改变你的未来，就要从改变你的决定开始。向大师学习，付诸行动，永远是最聪明的法则。今天我们齐聚线上，引领期盼的特邀讲师30K 及3星传总裁 Quentin， 就是在2020年带领他的团队屡创佳绩的卓越领导者。他的督导活跃率来到83%，业绩成长了27%哎，还有哦，他最卓越的表现，他创造的新高就是新督导的活跃率来到95%，新督导人数成长了52%。哇，今年升星又升 K， 晋升为30K 暨3星传总裁。你也想要知道他是如何打造他团队中活跃又能够获利的组织，以及领导者的心态和技能吗？准备好你的笔记本，让我们用最热烈的掌声和尖叫声，欢迎我们今天的特邀讲师，30K 暨3星传总裁 Quentin。
What's going on, guys? This is Quentin Rivoire here with you. Super excited to share with you, this new year, this amazing event. And thank you for the leadership for welcoming me actually to be one of your guest speakers. So it's super exciting. 2020 was a great year. And for this new lesson for 2021, let's not talk about 2020 anymore. And actually, let's start building a brand new momentum for this new year. So I'm super excited. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my slides, some of my stories, some of my learnings from, you know, my...
Dimaëz, le fond 16,09 km.
It was Siri on the phone who thought I was speaking to her. So I'm going to share my last 8-year experience with you. You know, as I said, some of my lessons, and also, you know, how we got to create a 30K 3-diamond pin. You know, and it's only getting started, really. I'm super enthusiastic for what's to come. So guys, I'm not going to speak too much without my slides because I really want you, you know, to see what we are up to. So this is my story. This is my before after story. Also, I started with Herbalife Nutrition when I was 22 years old. I was living in Australia. I was playing rugby. I got sent to go and play over there, and actually it was insane. You know, my bank account was going boom, 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 boom. At a point where I was like, okay, I really need to do something about it, because I was spending more money than I was making. So rugby paid well, but still my lifestyle cost expense were too high. So lesson number one, for me at an early age, 22, okay, I need to really, you know, get out there, get out of my comfort zone. And apart from playing rugby and getting paid for it, I need to just start doing something. And so I looked for business opportunity ads on internet, and I got to find my sponsor online. And it's insane because he put an ad, very simple. I'm looking for sports ambitious people who want to work in the fitness and nutrition industry. So he said, looking for sports and ambitious people who want to work in the fitness and nutrition industry. It was exactly me, right? So I'm super grateful for my sponsor, Jared Cater. He lives in Australia. At the time, he was living on the Gold Coast. That's where I was from. That's where I was living, I mean. And, you know, from the first meeting, he took me to a Herbalife Nutrition meeting. And it was called Why Herbalife, Why Now? And Why Herbalife, Why Now in 2012, right? So 8 years ago. The company was in 84 countries, so still a lot. You know, some of you, you've been around for 15 years, you know, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I don't know how long you've been in the company for, but for me, you know, maybe 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. But for me, imagine I was 22 and I'm in front of a business opportunity that shares, you know, that Marcus at age 23 started, you know, this incredible, you know, Herbalife mission. And I was like, this could be me, you know, I could be the Marcus for my friends and family. I could be that one person that comes back to France soon. And I'm going to actually be that guy who's going to make the world healthier and happier. So big lesson. I started dreaming big. I did not come to a limitless opportunity to be limited. No, impossible. Don't come with a limited mindset in a limitless opportunity. I started using the products like crazy. Actually, Jared sat me right next to the tea, and I drank the tea, I drank the tea, I drank the tea, I drank the tea. What happens when you drink the tea? When you drink the aloe, your body responds to it. So my body responded to it day one. I went a lot more to the toilets. I felt great. I didn't know what I was on. I don't know if some of you, it was the same for you guys, but I could not, that night I could not sleep. I was too excited. I'll tell you two things that Jared did super well with me. And that's for all of the supervisors here, you know, for everybody, actually. That's a big lesson. He said, Quentin, if you want to start, you know, in this amazing company, and if you want to become independent, you need to write down your goals. You need to write down your goals like your life depends on it. And you need also to start looking around you who you can present to the opportunity. So I started with 2 things, 20 goals written down, okay? And I also wrote down, you know, my closest 30 friends and family members, the 30 people I want to tell about my journey and why do I start on my nutrition program on a better journey, and why do I choose Herbalife Nutrition as my vehicle to help people become healthier, happier, and richer. So actually, in my 20 goals, I always dreamt to travel the world. I was traveling the world at the time, but it was thanks to rugby, right? I was in my career. So still, to travel the world, I wanted to, you know, to have houses around the world. I had the goal to have like different wellness centers. I started to dream big, so I wrote all those goals down to be on stage. You know, because I was brand new, like they say, you know, president's team is the spot, right? So I wanted to become a president's team. They were talking about big fit camps. I was like, I want to have my own fit camp. So I wrote all those goals down. Plus, I started to write, you know, who can I start helping? And in my very first month, just from one event, just from that Why Herbalife, Why Now, where I drank all of the tea, right? Where I heard so many amazing testimonials, products results, business results, amazing testimonials. I said to myself, you know, just from that day one, I decided, look, you can be a someday or you can be a day one. And I decided, like, I would start small, but I would go, you know, from 0 to hero. And also that's something big where, you know, when you're lacking of belief in what you do, you're not going to give yourself 100% to the mission. When you're not, you know, fully committed to your own results, to your own empowerment, you are going to lack of belief in others and you're going to lack of vision for others. So the first thing that I started working on, that everybody needs to work on, is your own belief in the products, in the opportunity, in yourself, in your journey. And that's how you're going to start empower others. That's how you're going to start giving vision to others. I don't sell the products. I don't sell the opportunity. I sell the project behind it. You can become healthier. You can get better results. We can do something. We can leave you. You know, if you want, if you are sick of this job that you've been doing for 5, 10, 15 years, there is another way. There is a better way. So I decided to become a student of Herbalife Nutrition. I started listening to Marcus. I started listening to Jim Rohn. You know, I listened to that videotape of Leon Weisbein on, you know, the Healthy Breakfast program. And, you know, it was, for me, it was game changer. It was a game changer. It was for me like, wow, I have a solution from a early, from an early healthy breakfast. Like I have a solution to change people's lives. And so I started to have really a nutrition mentality that would bring out the best in people and that would lead to a business opportunity. And to talk to you about goals, guys, you know, 2020 was great. And maybe for some of you, it was normal. Maybe for some of you, it was outstanding. And for most of Herbalife International, it was outstanding. But you don't want to be sitting like, I did not take advantage of it last year. And guess what? It's time now to take even more advantage of the situation we are living in. People are getting depressed. That's reality. People are not really finding any fulfillment in being in lockdowns. People are not feeling truly fulfilled, not knowing what the future has to hold for them. So for me, I decided to go all in my mission of becoming a president's team and to create president's team members in my organization. And for me, president's team meant, okay, let's build 200 supervisors. Let's build 200 supervisors. Let's create a team culture where I'm going to be the leader of it and I can be the leader of my little community. And in my very first month, actually, I got 23 customers and I had to enlarge my list of referrals, my list of contact. I had to enlarge it. I started with 30, as I said, but I actually talked to 84 people in my first week of business. And that led me to get 23 customers, my mom, my auntie, you know, friends from rugby, friends from school, friends from university. And I also had 60 no's. I had 60 people who said, no, you know, just keep doing it. Some people were not too nice. Some people were like, what are you doing? Some people say, let's see later. And actually I was like so focused. I was like, no problem. Look, even if in my mind, I was like, how is that possible? I've got the best plan for you. But guess what? People, they see what you're doing, but they don't know why you're doing it. And people will wait until they really know why you're doing it. So every time you share on social media, every story you make, every story you share, every story you post, every achievement that you share, every recognition post you do for your team, for your clients, like, people need to understand and feel why you do it. And Marcus would always say, it's not about what you say, it's about how you feel. It's about what's in your eyes. It's about the magic that you bring, it's about the products that you bring, about the products or the opportunity. So from my very first month, I was already the leader of my organization. Okay, clients, let's get a results. Okay, team members, let's do something about becoming a supervisor, right? And I started with the so what if mentality. What if we could change your life? What if you could start your day every single morning with a healthy breakfast? Would the results be different in 30 days from what you're doing? What if you put 100% commitment to what you do, even if it's 2 hours a day consistently for the next 2 years? Will your life be different in 2 years? What if? So that was the mindset. And duplication is everything. And guess what? In my very first year of business, every single month I would make 10, 15 clients, maybe 20 clients. My personal volume was okay. It was more than 3,000 volume points average for my first year. But I was not a 10K personal productor. I was not the guy who would, you know, pop supervisors every single month. At the end of 1 year, I had 2 supervisors. So maybe it's the same case for you guys. So the question is, am I truly duplicatable? Am I someone that people, you know, if I ask an 8-year-old to do what I do, can he do it or can she do it? If I ask an 8-year-old. So I started positioning myself at, okay, first year of business, you know, active supervisor, good well team member, no problem, but only 2 supervisors. And I had a dream big mentality. I would be out there, right? One thing was missing. I was still a rugby player. I was still on my contract and I would miss the events. So at first, for my first 3 months, I was in the event structure in Australia. But when I went back from Australia to France, at first, for a series of months, for 6 to 9 months, no events. Guess what? If you do not bring people to the events, they are not a part of the Herbalife community. And if they are not a part of the Herbalife community, they won't understand the game. They won't understand the game. So that was a conscious decision of mine to be, okay, let me talk less and bring more people to the events. Throughout the week now, in the situation we have right now, there is online fit camps, there is online cooking class, there is online nutrition clubs, there is online plenty of different events, online opportunity meetings. The goal is to talk less, to say less to more people, and to bring people to the event structure. And from one event, you can go and move to the next event, to the next event, to the next event. And there is the online conversations and chats that help customers get results, that help also you know, our team members to become supervisors with actions. So let me tell you about my start again, because I believe that my story from early on is very is crucial to important why are we here where we are today. I was super inspired from day one. I was inspired. I was in Herbalife. I was excited and I was enthusiastic, and I still am today. Every single day when I wake up, I think, who can I help? Who can I inspire? Who can I bring to the product? Who can I bring to the business? And then we'll move forward with the online agenda and the structure online. So I started to design my own Herbalife. I was inspired by the guys in America, right? I was inspired and I was saying to myself, okay, I'm going to start my fit camp. I'm going to start my club. And it took me some time right? It took me some time, as I said before, it took me a year to really start getting momentum. People qualifying supervisor, people becoming profitable in the opportunity, getting new results every single month with our customers. It took me some time. So one thing big, guys, be patient, but be in action. If you're in actions, if you're in massive action, you can be patient. If you're not in action, you're going to become impatient. And I had the goal and I had the mission, the French Hero team mission, to build community centers, community clubs, where we would work locally and we would think globally. So I did not start really with, going hard on social media. It was really face-to-face invites. Like if you ask Quentin 5 years ago, I was the one person in Grenoble, in my city, 200,000 people, to just talk to everybody about, hey, have you heard about our Feed Camp on Saturday? Hey, you gotta come. Have you heard about our club? You've not seen the club. And just like, oh, it's 3 p.m. Guys, you've never been to the club? You guys need to come. And I would not be average. I would be authentic. I would be unique. And that's very important, to really be inspired so that you can inspire others. So we all start small, but we can all become unforgettable. So let me take you back 5 years ago. That's our start. First club, first center, first feed camp, first community engagement, where people would come, have a nice little workout. From the workout, they'll be like, hey, my nutritional habits are terrible. And we would have a conversation about nutrition, and we would sample the products, and people would be like, wow, if I can have a balanced nutrition meal, every breakfast, if I can up my game with optimized nutrition, I want to do it. And so we would make daily invites, we would get daily recommendations, referrals, so that we could actually work in depth with people, and we could start like building clusters of customers. And 10x actions, as I said before, that's me in Grenoble. Like always branded, use the products, wear the brand, talk to people. That's it. I would be a 10x use, wear, talk. We use, wear, invite. And we started to fill the club. We started to fill our events. So, that was actually 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, 2013, 2014, when we really started to have momentum. And by having 10x actions, my personal volume started to move towards 10K, 11K, 12K, 13K, 14K. And I had a year where I did 7 months in a row, 10K impact. So guys, big thing, your next pin, if you want to build your royalties, you need to focus on what you do personally, your personal production. And for me, the goal was to build a community of customers, a community of team members, distributors that would take the advantage of the marketing plan, and so that they would want to become profitable supervisors. So we really attached the nutrition and business opportunity together, right? And as a result of that, by the end of 2014, guess what, guys? I was fully qualified global expansion team, 2.5, and I was in cuts of millionaire team. And we were focused on the president's team. I just remember going to the extravaganzas, going to every single month STSs with more people. And imagine, in my first year, I was missing some events. So just by the consistency of bringing more people to the events, by building a community locally, like 2015, 16, 17, we went up to more than 1,000 supervisors in the total organization. So check this out. Build your own story and work in silence. If 2 or 3 agree on a common purpose, nothing becomes impossible. That's my story. And like Les Brown would say, it's my story and I'm sticking to it. And that's true. My eyes were focused on president's team. So when people say, how did not you get distracted and how did you create more people? I was only focused on new people, on changing the game, of bringing the French Hero team to a president's team organization. So through example, that's how we inspire. Today in 2020, I've got 3 diamonds, millionaire team in qualifications, get 2.5, Many people who are at the active supervisor level, well team level, so it's 15 different lines that I'm working with. And some of them, they are going to become active well team this year, 2021. And my goal is to create 5 new stars, 5 new lines of active well team. And maybe, you know, for you that you're not yet an active well team, that's your next pin. And to become active well team, you need to start working on your personal production. You need to become someone for your community. And once you become someone for your community, you're going to start popping 10 customers a month. You're going to start working in depth. You're going to create new distributors. They're going to start doing the same. In 2 or 3 months, you're going to have 2, 3 new supervisors. And 4, 5, 6 months, then 5, 6, 7 supervisors. And then you have an active well team check. And then you just keep doing and keep doing and keep doing and keep doing the basics. And that's how you're going to get him. If you're stuck right now, just keep what you were doing back when you were an active supervisor, and you're going to start growing again. So 2020 was great, but let's focus on 2021. My goal is also to build 10 new first-line supervisors. In 2020, I qualified 7 first-line supervisors, right? So it's almost 1 supervisor per month. And it was an okay year. It was a good year. It was a great year. It depends on how you want to see it. For me, 2021 is everything. It's now the time to create more supervisors. Guys, things don't get easier. You just get better, right? We get better in the way we share our stories. We get better with our online agenda. We get better, we get better, we get better. Last year, guys, yes, I had my online coaching academy every Monday. Thank God it's Monday, TGIM with my organization. Yes, we had 1 big HOM for the organization online, but we didn't have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday feed camps online plus opportunity meetings. We had to create that. We had to create and to adapt and to become innovative in our process. So 2020, for sure, it was a transiting year. And today, 2021, we work locally and we work online. We bring things together where people can join an online challenge, where we are going to have a Telegram chat where everybody can hear the product's results, where they can hear about the recipes, and our chat is everything. And we can duplicate those chats, feed boys, feed girls, and then depending on the level of leadership of your people, I just went to Lille, north of France, right? Simon, he was not even active well team yet, and he took advantage of his own Telegram chat, of his own opportunity meetings. So we are looking for leaders, and maybe you are the next leaders. You're maybe the next one who really wants to become a president's team member. And for us, the New Year challenge is about the mission, listen guys, is to create 2,000 new before and after transformations. 2,000 before and after transformations. And we emphasize, we want to make sure we recognize every single one, right, for what they bring to the community. A before-after transformation, a new product's results is everything. Someone getting started in the business, it's everything. So we recognize people to their level of commitment. And we work with in depth. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know is our game, right? So why Herbalife? Why now? Guys, 90 plus countries, new products coming to market, 300 scientists behind the products. Like, guys, we are in an insane, amazing company. But it's up to us to take the information and be the inspiration. So to be the inspiration, you need to know what you're talking about. Some people, they have too much for breakfast. Some people have no breakfast. Some people have no calories burned. Some people have too many calories. My goal, right, whether it's on social media or outside in the street with the mask, talking to people, right, I got to make sure I'm coming into conversations about what would be your goal. And by the way, how was 2020? How did you start the year? Oh, great, fantastic. Look, I've got like online events. Maybe you want to tune in. Just jump on my Instagram and Facebook. And that's how I do my business every single day. And you can do it 10x. You can do it 10 times a day. So, you know, behind the why we do what we do, like behind the why where I want to make the world healthy and happy. I want to change the game for my country. right? The how is simple. We have healthy meals. We work out. We have the best supplementation. We are community driven, and we have an online agenda and process. And for that, we can welcome a lot more people to what we do, right? Last time we had 500 people on our Fit Camp online. But behind the Fit Camp is all the results, the testimonials, and what happens in the chats, right? And this week, I had 10 different Fit Camps with 500 people attendees. So 20% workout, that's our power of attraction, and 80% nutrition. And behind it, 100% community recognition. For us, that's everything. So go back to the products. Go back to your, go back to become your best VIP customer. And from there, that's how you're going to create your results. And from your results, you're going to inspire more people. And my journey, my documentation, my social media is about sharing results. It's about sharing my lifestyle. It's about making a difference, right? So we have a Facebook group where we share a lot of results. That is added to our Telegram conversation. And I really challenge everybody to start thinking, what if I start now and I become a person of inspiration? What would I do? For me, I really believe that our results, our testimonials are everything. So we are working a lot with our results, with what's possible, with, always sharing more about the products, right? Like what I share right there, what's possible, the nutrition for athletes, the targeted products, guys, I just can't express myself enough on how grateful I am for the products. And the goal is not to sell the products. The goal is to sell the project behind the products. Like maybe you're a single housewife and you want to make a difference and you want to change your life. And behind the products, you can get an amazing, fantastic transformation. From that transformation, you can start helping 5, 10, 15 people and you can make extra income. And from your extra income, you can help other people doing the same thing, and that's going to be called royalties. So my goal and the success tips that we have every single week on TGIM, thank God it's Monday, our coaching academy, we are making sure that we keep the basics real, using, wearing, talking, inviting every single day. We are so grateful and so in love with what we do that it's easy for us to talk to many people. And we have 3 jobs in what we do in Herbalife: getting new customers, getting new distributors, helping our distributors getting new customers and new distributors. That's it. So don't make it too complicated. Last month, for example, we had 103 supervisors. I remember the days when I wished to have 1 new supervisor. So think about it. When are you going to get your next supervisor? What are you doing so that you can get your customer to a state of results? And from their results, they can be like, okay, I want to start doing something. I want to be in the community. So you need to make sure you have a process where customers can easily adapt to what we do, and they can refer people and they can move towards the marketing plan. So I always see the process as something easy, and communication is everything. If you're looking today in our organization, most people started from the customer side. Still, we've had many people also starting because they were like, hey, I want to change my life. I want to sign in this opportunity. But if you're joining the opportunity, you want to make sure you're falling in love with the products. Because everybody, if you look at my top 10 in 2020, everybody is a fan of the products. Last month, let's say, for example, November 2020, Maxime Gallard, he started with the products. Right? Fiona Ritui started with the products. Cindy Lonis started with the products. So don't only be a recruiting machine, but start thinking for yourself. We are making the world healthier and happier. Let's get started with the results, right? With your own results. And from the results, the community comes in, and the testimonials, and the inspirations, and the marketing plan. So that's how we've built our business. Right? If you're looking at the pins of the top 20, the top 10 in 2020, of course, people are heavy hitters and now global expansion team, 2.5 millionaire team, president's team, because at first, if you want to change your life, if you want to be in the royalty game, you need to be a personal production beast. You need to become someone who are making a difference with new clients and new distributors, right? Do not be only an employee of your business and to do what's expected. Do not only be that person that missed the events, that forgets to write things down on your agenda. Don't be that person with low standards. If you have low standards, you're going to have low results, right? Become self-employed. Become that person that knows what she or what he wants. You're waking up in the morning with your to-do list. You're going to talk to new people. You're going to get referrals. You're going to document your journey. You're going to share positive results. You're ready to meet new people. Become a business owner. Guys, if you want to be in the top 3%, top 1% in the world, you need to leave that employee mentality and to really start becoming your own CEO. To change your life, you need to change your priorities. Right? So whether you are, connected to this call and you're just, taking it easy, you're just thinking for yourself, oh, look, it's okay, I'm taking some notes, and you don't act upon what you write down, nothing's going to change for you. So let's make this year the best year ever. Stop wishing and start doing. Every single day is a chance to impact new people. So I'm ready. I'm ready to build my next 10 first lines. I'm ready to make a difference for them. I'm ready to make each day a better day, not only for myself, but for others. So the French Hero team right now is, excited, empowered. We are ready to build to the next level. We are ready. We are ready. And just remember this. You had a story before Herbalife, right? And that's my story. I went from Grenoble, from playing rugby in Grenoble, to be sent to play in Australia. I was out there spending the money I was making from rugby, and I found myself in a situation of, I need a change. So for things to change, you have to change. It's very important to understand just that simple philosophy from Jim Rohn. Like, we listen to him every single day. I love Jim. I love Mark. Every time I hear the voices, it puts me back in track, right? So if, somehow you're like off track or whatever, be back in track. Listen to Jim and Mark. We had a story before Herbalife. My story is that I was a broke rugby player and I was looking for an opportunity to travel the world, to be financially independent. And that's where we are today. 8 years later, we've just had our best vacation ever with Since, and like, guys, if you start by being grateful with what you have right now, you're going to go for more. Don't be a frustrated person. Be grateful for what we have. We found it, the Herbalife Nutrition Opportunity. Let's share our story. Let's share who we were before, where we are going, what we are doing. Let's invite more people to our events, and that's it. Share your story all around you. 2021, it's your mission, it's your time, it's your priority. See you guys very soon, and thank you so much for the attention. Ciao.
经过上半场醍醐灌顶的培训，你是否已经记下满满的笔记了呢？感到心中热血澎湃，有一种迫不及待想要去行动的能量。建议你翻到笔记本的最后一页，写下你想要执行的下一步，以及呢，在2021年你希望能够做得更好的3件事。昆腾说，在贺宝福一切都有可能，只要你有信念、有渴望，就能实现梦想。如果你有目标，也已经准备好要为你自己及团队付出努力的话，你就拥有成功的机会。带着热情和自己与隔壁的人击掌，我们呢要一起来迎接下半场精彩的培训。
Guys, what's going on? This is Quentin again. So this time, I really want to talk a little bit more about our structure, our online agenda, to go a little bit more in details. I know that you guys have, a lot of questions, and I want to answer it all, right? I want to make sure that I leave you guys with the best tips, the best content. And again, I hope you really enjoyed the first part of the training. So I'm going to share my slides, and it's only going to be one slide, okay? I did not share it on purpose for the first training. So this is our online agenda, guys. This is where the magic happens. This is where we really adapted to the situation in through 2020, and it's very important for you guys to understand that leadership starts the moment where you take responsibility for yourself, for your organization, for your future team. You are taking responsibility. So write this down, guys. It's about taking responsibility. So let me give you an overview about, what do I focus on? Where is my head at? What's my to-do list? So we've designed an agenda where we are making sure that we are taking care of our customers, that we're helping our customers get new results, where we are teaching our new distributors, our newest team members, how to move up the marketing plan. And that basically everybody's in the right mindset. And that's like pretty much how we start the week with the TGIM. Thank God it's Monday, where I started my Thank God it's Monday with 3 people, right? It was Matthew, it was Flo, and another guy. TGIM, thank God it's Monday. Guys, what do we have planned for the week? What do we want to create? And that's how we started with the team culture, right? Where, we always hear Jim saying, if 2 or 3 agree on a common purpose, nothing becomes impossible. And that's it, guys. Nothing becomes impossible. So we started with like, okay, maybe some of you guys, you're going to who are brand new, or maybe you want to start a new momentum. It's only going to take you 2 or 3 people to get together to just be like, okay, I want to go. So you can start with your upline, you can start with the sideline, and it's always the right time now at the start of the year to go all in. So for us, TJM, thank God it's Monday. That's where now we have more than 500 people on the call, right? The goal is that we get a guest speaker to come in to share their Herbalife journey, to share some tips. It's Q&A. And that's guys, you need to remember this. Q&As are the best. If you want to really learn really from a leader, from a guest speaker, Q&As are the best. So for us, we do Q&As, for example, hey, Quentin, how did you get, how did you overcome this challenge? How did you get to focus on the new people? Look, when I came back from Australia, back to France, when I didn't really have much, I was ready to build my club. I was ready to take responsibility. I was ready to talk to a lot of people about, the vision to make Grenoble, the city, healthier, right? To help people be in shape with our fit camps, with our nutrition products, that the center was going to become one of those Los Angeles centers with Garen Jones and Style Bell. So I was ready to be the one with the vision when nobody had it. So this is the kind of mindset that we put our new people into. We put them in front of guest speakers where they are actually inspired, by their journey. And if now, you're in a situation where, I'm ready, it's 2021. You don't need 1,000 questions and answers, I remember with George Knight, he said, Quentin, he's my president's team upline from Australia. George said, Quentin, listen, the only person who's going to do 10K in your organization, it's you. You have to take responsibility to really go all in, and to build your community center. So our TGIM, thank God it's Monday, was really the start of everything. And I'm glad that we kept it all these years. And now it's like pretty much leadership mindset. Once again, guys, the situation is not bad at all. The situation right now is fantastic. We are the solutions for others, right? So what about the coaching academy on Monday nights? So basically, the moment we started to create a momentum and there were more people who would join in the business, we really wanted to have simple steps to action. the basics. The coaching academy, it's all about basics, where you hear people who just became senior consultant. How did they do it? Using, wearing, inviting. What kind of rejections did they have to go through? It's all about, products training, how to talk about the vitamin, how to talk about the fiber concentrate, how to talk about the product. So there's always like nutrition tips, like basics, training, and always like use where talk training. So the coaching academy to train our newest distributors, it's outstanding. Then what you really focus on, and what we really focus on, is getting new people to our Zoom calls. So on Tuesday night, for example, we have New Year Challenge. And the New Year Challenge presentation, right now it's New Year Challenge, but last summer it was Summer Body Challenge, right? We have 15 minutes where it's just stories, just basically stories of people, in the team, like, I got this amount of results, I'm using this, I'm using that, I'm feeling fantastic, look, now I'm doing the business. And we want to invite new people to the New Year Challenge, right? New Year, okay, it's about getting new results. Last month, this is the kind of results I got, boom. And then it's followed up by a fit online. Online fit camp is very easy, for 45 minutes, working out, sharing tips, having a laugh, having some drinks, and you're building a community. But I want to make this very clear, guys. What about the structure? The structure is very important. I've got this new guy in my team. His name is Loic. Loic, for example, when he joined the Big Fit Challenge, he was like, that's great, I want to do my own. So now he started with this little community online fit camp, and he went up to 5 people, up to 10 people, up to 15 people, struggled there to get to 20, and then 25, and 30. Now he has more than 50 people on his online fit camps, and he's gathering more than 5,000 volume points, right? Just based on invites to his little community. And then we have our big HOM. So big tip for everybody. The fit online in my organization, it's very duplicated, right? We can only work out really with maximum 500 people, and then we spread it out, okay? So leaders are taking their own responsibility, but we all come together for the opportunity meeting, where it's stories, business testimonials, how we can take advantage of the opportunity right now, of the marketing plan, how to become your own boss, right? So then we always promote the next event. The next event is like cooking live, okay? Early in the morning, we have a little healthy breakfast cooking live that always happens through Zoom, and we redirect it on Facebook, on our Facebook groups. So for clients, the cooking live, you see everybody, making their smoothies, making their shakes. We send the recipe, people can do it. Some new people, they are there, they don't have the products. So guess what they want to do? They want to get started on the products. They just see everybody making the protein pancakes, their protein shakes, their protein bowl cake. So that is important in my way, in my situation. It's very important to put the nutrition at the center of the business, right? So cooking live are fantastic. Then the success tips. From 12 to 12:30, it's success tips. It's in our Facebook group, where that's only distributors. So we have a Facebook group and a Telegram chat, especially for customers. We have the same thing for our distributors, Facebook and Telegram, where it's all about, promoting the next events. And once a week, we do the success tips. Success tips is where it's Q&As with people inside of our organization. Get team, meal team, president's team, where we share what was their last rejections, what was the last challenge they overcame, who were the last people they talked to, who are their newest customers, distributors, how did they get more referrals last week. So that is insane. It's sharp, 20, 30 minutes max, boom. People tune in, they get on it, new distributors love it. Okay, then we have, especially for guys, only Fit Boys. And we have now a new Fit Boys and a Fit Girls Telegram chat. It's only guys, only girls. They love it. Everybody feels like the girls love to be girls, the guys love to be guys, right? So the Fit Boys, that's amazing on Wednesday night. I have one line, they only work with fit boys. I have another line of girls, they only work with the fit girls, right? So let everybody, when you have the full menu, let everybody choose, you know, what they want to work with, right? So, and then Thursday is the same night as the Tuesday night, right? New Year challenge presentation, fit online, and then HM plus activation. What does that mean, activation? We activate you people. Listen, guys, for everybody who want to get started, we'll just give you the 3 steps process. 3 steps process, get on the products, make your circle of your list of your circle of influence list, your COI list, right? And then start doing your invites. Simple. Fun, simple, magical. On Friday, we have another live on Facebook for our customer group, which is the before and after picture lives, right? So that's amazing. We get 5 different stories together and they all share about their before and after transformations. So the new distributors, they are gaining so much confidence from all those sharings, right? 20, 30 minutes, they hear 5 different stories. They want to invite their prospects. They can, you know, they can hear about the testimonials, and then you can get more customers and more distributors from that, right? Friday night, Fit Girls. Last night was Fit Girls. Guys, it was more than like loads, right? So think about it, what you can implement in your business. Saturday morning, a workout with everybody. It's gentle, it's not too hard. It's a lot of testimonials also. It's all about sharing what we are doing. It's great for distributors to gain confidence and for new customers to feel part of something. And then it's distributor activation. That's training again, where, you know, how was this week? We get the guys who had the best week to share how they got 1,000 volume points, how they grew 2,000 volume points this week, how they got 5 new distributors, how did they get 10 new customers. So that's for Saturday. And then on Sunday, new week, new goals. We get our customers ready for the next week so that we are making sure we have a high customer retention. New week, new goals. What are you looking to get this week as far as results? It's easy to do it. Not everybody join on. Not everybody connects to the call, right? But it's new week, new goals. The guys who really want to be a part of something, they're all part of it. And then they hear about new recipes, new meal plans. They can refer their friends and family, and it's all about getting new referrals. So this week I got this guy. His name is Raf, right? Raf wanted to get started on the products 2 weeks ago. I was overseas. I was in the Maldives, and I'm like, bro, you know, let's go. And that's about social media. I meet people in real. I invite them to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and that's it. And then 2 weeks later, 2 months later, a year later, they're like, I want to get started, because they follow the journey, right? So how do I do it with social media? I talk to people and I invite them. And if I meet people on social media, it's because I'm making a conscious effort. Let's say I'm now in Belgium, in Ghent. I want to meet new people in Ghent. Then I'm going to do #Ghent. I'm going to see what people are up to, and I interact with their stories. Let's say someone is eating a sandwich. I'm like, hey, how was it? Where did you know, which place do you suggest me? I'm new in the city, right? And then I start building a conversation. And by the way, we have feed camps online. By the way, we have cooking lives online. You should just hop on. And then it's always starting with the 4 questions when we are getting engaged with the conversation. What would be your goal? You know, what will be your health and fitness goal? And, you know, what's your goal? What would you like to, you know, it's very simple. Like, I can't tell you guys, like, the goal is to come to a conversation, to a point where you have a conversation about people's goals. And do you love what you do? What would you like to do different? What didn't work for you so far? How can we make it work? And here is my plan. And that's how I do it with the 4 questions. So, you know, once again, guys, it's very important to understand this. This guy, Raf, that I met like, you know, weeks ago, like months ago, 2 weeks ago, when he decided to get started on the products, he was like, not only I want to get started, but I also want to get my girlfriend started. I want this guy to get started and this guy. Why? Because when I introduced him to the community, to the presentation, to what's possible, to the agenda, to the conversations, he knew he was a part of something. I did not sell him anything. I welcome him. I welcome him to what we do. And as a result of that, the guy is now a senior consultant. So because he's getting 5 people getting started with him. And then it's about like, you can become qualified producer and then supervisor just based on talking to people. And all of a sudden the guy is doing the business, while at first he didn't really want to do the business, he wanted just to get started on the products. So for me, that really sums up like what we do. Oops. Arrêtez de partager. Vous êtes en train de partager votre écran. Great. So that really sums up, sorry guys, that really sums up what we do. The agenda, the structure, you need to have a customer chat. You need, by the way, for people who always ask the same question, like, you know, I'm an active supervisor, you know, I don't have my chat yet. It's the time for you to have your chat with your customers. It's the time for your customers to feel a part of a community, of your culture. You know, you gotta become someone, you gotta be the difference, you gotta be someone for your community. So have your customer chat. Next to that, you need to have like the distributor chat also, where you know, you are building something with your team and you always promote the distributor chat to your customers, right? So, you know, that we are making sure that throughout the week, there are different types of events where people can plug to and they can find their own interest. And it's about, remember this, in Herbalife Nutrition, we have a lot to provide for people. So we need to understand and to figure out what's the person's interests, what's their goals, and how can we help them, right? Reach their goals, reach their dreams. And remember, it's all about timing. Some people don't get started right now, but you need to feed the funnel, right? You need to fill your tank of new prospects. My biggest advice, the to-do list, right, is to be in touch with more people, to interact with more people, to be more in communication with others, to be inspired by who you are becoming, what do you provide for others? Because if you're working with a hot list of like 20, 30 people who think they're going to get started, they're looking at what you're doing out of 30, you know, every single week, you're going to have, okay, 5 people getting started, right? And then you're going to get referrals. And then some of them, they will move to the customer chat. Some of them, they will move to the distributor chat, you know, because they want to really do something with you, right? And next week, you're going to get 5 more people. So make sure you fill that tank. You need to fill that tank. You know, the tank, you know, prospects, some of them customers, some of them distributors, some of them supervisors. And that's where the royalty game is happening. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this training again. I wish you all the best in 2021. It's time to be in action. Let's go, guys, and see you all soon.
谢谢昆腾为我们带来如此难以置信、精彩的领导者训练，让我们更知道如何成为更好版本的自己。多数人只能看见问题，如果你不但能看到问题，还能找到解决方法，就能为自己创造不同的机遇。问题只是看事情的角度，问题可以让我们停下脚步，也可以让我们更加努力。实现梦想必须拥抱挑战，利用挑战来提升自己。如果你培养自己，就能体验到个人的成功；如果你培养一个团队，你的组织就能体验到成长；如果你培养一位领导者，你的组织便能体验到爆炸性的成长。明天是1年1度的风尚之旅，公司已经为各位准备好迎接2021的新朋友，特邀 Dr. Debbie Hibber 为各位带来革命性的营养新观点，特邀创办人俱乐部陈明杰、杨茉莉来为我们分享贺宝石如何改变他们的生命里程，特邀20K 一星传陈新元总裁分享他的行动计划，打造活跃组织，更多精彩的故事，盛大的表扬，仅此一场。明天见。